Imagine discovering the secrets behind one of history's greatest wealth transformations. Today, we dive into the captivating journey of Andrew Carnegie, from his humble beginnings to becoming a titan of industry. We'll uncover how his story is a living testament to the American dream, exploring both the shimmering surface and the darker depths beneath his accomplishments. It's a tale of ambition, paradox, and the raw power of industrial capitalism that changed the world forever. Why should you keep watching? Because this isn't just about history, it's about understanding the complexities of success and the ethical crossroads it brings. Stay with us to see how Carnegie's legacy is more relevant today than ever, challenging us to think deeply about wealth, power, and responsibility in our own quests for success. Just when you think you've seen it all, the story takes a wild turn. Young Andrew faced a grim life in Scotland, his days marked by hunger and the relentless grind of the Industrial Revolution. It's a chapter few know, far from the later glory, filled with grit and the cold bite of poverty. This is the furnace that forged one of the greatest industrialists of all time. Then, a life-changing move, the Carnegies head to America, hearts heavy with hope, eyes set on a new horizon. Imagine stepping off that boat, the air thick with potential and promise, the journey fueled by sheer will to escape destitution. Now here's where it gets exciting. That move to America? It's the first step on an incredible journey. Carnegie is about to go from having almost nothing to becoming one of the richest guys around. It's all about never giving up and chasing your dreams no matter where you come from. This is the moment everything starts to change for Carnegie, setting him on the path to becoming a legend. Andrew Carnegie began his journey working at a young age. Carnegie wasn't just a kid trying to make it, he was a force of nature. Every day, every job, he's showing a hustle like no other. Picture this young guy, always the first to arrive, last to leave, soaking up knowledge like a sponge. And then there's this moment when he meets Thomas Scott. It's not just a meeting, it's like destiny. Scott sees something in Carnegie, takes him under his wing. Think about it. One moment you're just working hard, the next, you've got a mentor showing you the ropes, opening doors that were just walls before. Under Scott's guidance, Carnegie doesn't just climb the ladder, he practically flies up it, smashing through barriers in the railroad industry. It's like watching someone sprint up a mountain. This, right here, is where Andrew Carnegie starts to become Andrew Carnegie. It's the leap from determined kid to industry titan, and it all starts with the power of mentorship and an unstoppable work ethic. Imagine there's Carnegie diving headfirst into the railroad business. But he's not just joining the game, he's changing it. With every move, he's thinking, plotting, and then boom! He makes a leap into the steel business. It's not just a step, it's a giant jump into the unknown. And here's where it gets really wild. Carnegie stumbles upon the Bessemer process. This isn't just a new method, it's a game changer, allowing him to pump out steel like never before. Suddenly, he's not just a player, he's the king of the industry. But wait, it gets intense. Carnegie starts tightening the screws on his mills, pushing for more, faster, cheaper. It's all about the bottom line. Sure, it's making him rich, super rich, but at what cost? The climax isn't just about success, it's a whirlwind of innovation, ambition, and tough choices, setting Carnegie apart for better or worse. This chapter isn't just a story, it's a roller coaster of what it takes to revolutionize an industry. This is the point where Andrew Carnegie's empire is about to rise. It's at this moment that Carnegie starts laying down tracks, not just for trains, but for history itself. His steel, it's everywhere, bridging rivers, sculpting cities. America's growing, and guess what? Carnegie's the architect. But wait, there's a shadow to this brilliant light, a guy named Rockefeller, Think of it as a clash of titans, steel against oil, each wanting to be the king. Now dive deeper. Carnegie's not just playing the game, he's rewriting the rules. Business to him is like chess, always thinking 3 moves ahead. Some call it genius, others ruthless. Imagine the scene. Backroom deals, fierce negotiations, Carnegie pushing until he's on top. It's not just about building an empire, it's about holding it no matter what. The climax isn't just Carnegie's triumph, it's the drama, the battles, the relentless drive that cements his place in history. It's a tale of ambition, strategy, and sometimes crossing lines to redefine an industry. This chapter, it's the heart of how Carnegie builds an empire that leaves a mark on America like no other. As Carnegie's steel empire soared, his alliance with Henry Clay Frick tightened. Together, they were unstoppable, harnessing aggressive strategies to maximize profits. But with their rise, shadows lengthened, masking the costs of their ambition. In 1889, something terrible happened in a place called Johnstown, Pennsylvania. It was a huge flood that happened after lots and lots of rain made a dam break. This wasn't just any dam, though. It belonged to a fancy club where really rich people, like Andrew Carnegie and Henry Clay Frick, liked to hang out and go hunting and fishing. When the dam broke, a gigantic wave of water crashed down on the town below. It was so strong that it destroyed homes and took the lives of over 2,200 people. It was one of the worst disasters ever in the United States. People were really upset and pointed fingers at the club members, including Carnegie and Frick. They said these rich men cared more about having fun and being fancy than making sure the dam was safe. It looked like they didn't think much about the danger it could be to the people living down in Johnstown. To make matters worse, tensions rose at Carnegie's Homestead Steel Works. The workers, tired and underpaid, decided to strike for better wages and conditions. Frick's answer was harsh. He locked the workers out and hired Pinkerton agents to protect the factory. This led to a violent fight when the agents tried to enter the factory, resulting in deaths and injuries. This fight at Homestead showed just how far Carnegie and Frick would go to protect their profits. This wasn't just industry, it was war, with Carnegie at its heart, an empire built on ambition, but at what cost? These chapters reveal the harsh truths behind the glittering facade of progress, inviting us to reflect on the true price of an empire. Get ready to have your mind blown by the story of one massive deal that shook the foundations of an entire industry. Imagine the Steel King himself, Andrew Carnegie, about to pull off a move no one saw coming. Here's the scoop. Carnegie wasn't just a business tycoon, he was a visionary. He built an empire piece by piece until it was the biggest around. But then he did the unexpected. He decided it was time for a change, a huge one. Now hold on to your seats, because Carnegie didn't just sell his business. No, he struck a deal with the legendary J.P. Morgan that launched U.S. Steel and changed the game forever. This wasn't just any sale. It was the birth of a giant, the creation of unprecedented wealth, and a total power move. But wait, there's more. Carnegie turned the page, and his next chapter was all about giving back. He dove headfirst into philanthropy, pouring his heart and cash into education, peace, building libraries and universities. His story wasn't just about making money, it was about making a difference. And that, folks, is how legends are made. But get ready, because the drama between Carnegie and Frick isn't over yet. Think their story ended with steel? Think again. As Carnegie's days wound down, he tried to fix broken bridges, reaching out to his old partner, Frick. But here's the thing. Frick wasn't having any of it. Imagine that: years of battles, hard feelings too tough to melt away. Now, lean in close, because here comes the real heart-tugger. Despite Frick turning him away, Carnegie didn't stop trying to make things right. He poured his energy and fortune into giving back, building libraries, funding education, all to mend his once greedy image. And here, right at the end, we see the full circle. A man who built an empire on iron and steel, now trying to build peace with the past. He couldn't win back Frick, but he hoped to win the hearts of many. And that's the bittersweet finale, and the lasting legacy he aimed to leave behind.